Scottish Cup final. Everyone predicted a closely fought match, but a Kirsty Howat-inspired Rangers have run out 3-0 winners. Glasgow City really not turning up on the afternoon. Mia McCauley got Rangers off and running before Kirsty Howat's double either side of half-time meant disappointment for Glasgow City, but Rangers take Scottish Cup victory for the second year in a row and put the league disappointment behind them. For Glasgow City, they have to settle for another runners-up medal this afternoon. And Rangers, worthy winners, I think you would have to say, Gemma, over the 90 minutes.
Yeah, you have to say. They've been accused of not showing up in big games this season, but two, they definitely have showed up in both cup finals. Once against Hibs, convincing winners. And you have to say, once again, convincing winners today. They came with a game plan. They came to be aggressive. They came to win this cup final. And they could have won it by more in the end. You have to say congratulations to them. Everybody called it a tight game. Everybody said it probably would go in Glasgow City's favour. But Rangers prevented Glasgow City settling into the game at all. And then they just blew them away. And you have to say that Glasgow City didn't show up today the way we know they can. Partly because of what Rangers did, but partly because they had too many other big players had off days. But fairy tale ending. She didn't quite get that goal, Jane Ross. I think there was a moment in that breakthrough where she was potentially one-on-one. She thought about it. But Jane Ross is selfless. She always has been a selfless footballer. And she slipped it through to Rio Hardy, who couldn't quite finish. But your final game of the season, you come on, you wear the captain's armband, and your team take victory. And there's no better way in which to finish your career.
Yeah, and a word also for Fiona Brown, who she was hugging there, who also wraps up her career this afternoon.
Yeah, not the way she would have wanted. She would have wanted to be out there today. But she had the opportunity to come back as a player, and that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to finish her career as a player, not be finished because of an injury, and she managed to do that. And she's a young player who, despite 4 ACLs, has done phenomenal things in football. And you sit and you wonder sometimes, if she hadn't had those injuries, where it could have taken her. But she's made peace with that and content with that. And it's good to see them embracing.
Well, it finishes at Hampden, the Scottish Cup final. Glasgow City 0, Rangers 3, and then we can now join our reporter Martin Dowden, who's been joined by the two Rangers goal scorers.
Congratulations to both of you. Firstly, Mia, can I ask you to hand that trophy over to Kirsty? Kirsty, congratulations, a Scottish Cup win and a double. How was that for you?
Yeah, we're obviously bitterly disappointed last weekend, and we knew that we had to come here and put on a proper performance, and yeah, we can be proud of that performance today. We're delighted.
Mia, I mean, you're talking about putting on a good performance. You seem to be at it right from the off.
Yeah, we know what we want to do when we come into these games. We know how good a team Glasgow City are. We need to start good, and we got the first goal, and I think that just kicked us off.
You got the first goal, you also hit the post, you hit the bar as well. Utterly dominant.
Yeah, I think we dominated the whole game. I think we could have won about 7-8-0. We probably need to be more clinical, but we've won it at the end of the day.
You obviously get a double. It's fantastic for you personally. Were you surprised at just how, I'm going to use the word easily, you managed to get through that game? Because at times it felt as though you were in complete control.
Yeah, we felt in control, which was what we came here to do. Look, we've not been consistently doing that enough this season, but when we're on it, and today, yeah, we were all brilliant across the pitch.
We'll let you go off and celebrate. Well done.
Thank you.
There they are, the players we just heard from entering their post-celebration huddle that I'm sure they're going to have lots of congratulatory words from their manager, Joe Potter, as well. There she is in full flow there. What will she be saying, Julie, do you think?
Do you know, I think she'll be saying to the players, like, it was a really tough week for them. It was difficult to kind of bounce back, but she'll be saying that I'm quite sure that she's proud of the performance that they put in, how they were able to lift themselves, and in the end a really convincing win.
Yeah, it was a comfortable win, wasn't it? And Erin, we spoke before about how difficult the build-up was to this one, what they were going to have to do, getting the right mindset, and actually, in fairness to them, it looked like they recovered really well, and they were out there and performed on the pitch.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I did pick Glasgow City, but I don't know the Rangers dressing room, and it seems to be that they've got real mentality in that dressing room, real leaders in the group who were driving everyone forward. And yes, it's going to take a couple of days to get over the league title, but they responded brilliantly today and thoroughly deserved it, completely dominant.
Yeah, we just saw a contrasting scenes there. Glasgow City player with a shirt over their face. Obviously, it'll be a really, really sore one for them because obviously they were in the running for the league. They did get that second Champions League spot, but they wanted to get that trophy as well, Julie.
Yeah, it's very unlike a Glasgow City side to finish the campaign without any silverware. Yes, they've beat Rangers the all-important Champions League spot, but still it's ended in disappointment for those players. And today I don't think they played as well as what they could. They didn't take their opportunities when they had them, and I don't really think they can complain that it's Rangers that's going to be lifting the trophy at the end.
Yeah, I guess this is the walk that you don't want to make, Erin, as a footballer. I mean, in the fullness of time, they'll reflect that they made the final, but right now this will be very, very raw for them.
Oh, of course, it's a tough one, especially when you feel so much anticipation towards a game. You want to put on a display at the National Stadium and you've not performed the way that you want to perform. So I think they'll be thoroughly disappointed, but you know what, I hope they use that as fuel to come back even stronger next year.
Yeah, because that's the big thing, isn't it? We spoke pre-match, didn't we, Julie, about how women's football is growing and developing. You know, the finances, the resources are being pumped into clubs that the likes of Rangers and Celtic, Hearts and Hibs as well. And City don't want to be left behind. They want to build upon what they've achieved this season, because when they look back and think about it, actually, they've had a decent enough season.
Yeah, they have. They've had a good season, although it has ended without any silverware for Glasgow City. They are still a team who have dominated women's football for a good number of years. I think you can see the players that they've brought to the club this season, that they've got standards, that they've got ambition, and I'm sure next season we'll see Glasgow City competing for every trophy again, as they do every single year.
Let's turn our attention to Rangers. You can see the players there applauding the Glasgow City opponents, which is a really nice touch. Leanne Ross just getting her runners-up medal as well. I know she'll take that really sorely, won't she? But as I say, she'll want to build upon for next season. But yeah, the Rangers players will be preparing to coming up to get their trophy after the match officials get their medals too. What will Rangers learn from this season, do you think? In the end, actually, they missed out in the league, yes, but you know, to win the cup double, it's pretty impressive stuff, isn't it?
I think, yeah, the one that they would have wanted is the league. But yeah, 2 trophies is not a bad season.
Well, here come the Rangers players ready for that trophy presentation. They'll be looking forward to this. They'll be relishing it. Let's hand back to our commentary team of Alistair and Gemma, who can talk us through it.
Thanks once more, Jane. Yeah, Rangers making their way up, as they did last season, to the plinth to collect their winners' medals. After a disappointment in the final here a couple of years ago against Celtic, they have put that well and truly behind them, and it's another cup double for Rangers. League Cup in the bag, and now Scottish Cup retained as well. And very shortly they will once again lift that trophy and celebrate further success. No treble, but a cup double is not to be sniffed at.
Double.
Indeed it is.
I don't know if there's enough space for them all. Do you think so, Al?
I'm sure they'll squeeze in there as Jane Ross comes up to collect her final winner's medal as a player. What a fabulous career it has been. And so Nicola Docherty, who saw her game curtailed along with Jane Ross, lifts the trophy as Rangers retain the Scottish Cup. Comfortable victory over the course of the afternoon against Glasgow City. And the celebrations after a week of disappointment for Rangers. Jane Ross and her teammates. Plenty of smiles and joy amongst those players. And a well-deserved Scottish Cup victory for Rangers, who, like City, will go away and look to come back even stronger next season as they try to get the title from Hibernian. And another fascinating and fabulous season comes to a close. A three-way title battle almost to the death, and a Rangers Cup double. And great moments for those players to cherish, Gemma.
Absolutely. It's not often in your career that you get to go up to those steps and raise the Scottish Cup in front of your fans. And it's a moment that should be cherished every time, because you don't know if you'll get a chance to do it once or a number of times in your lifetime.
We can head back down to the pitch where Martin's been joined by the Rangers manager, Joe Potter.
Joe, after the week you've had, to come out here and win the trophy in the style you did, it must feel amazing.
Absolutely, you know, it was a perfect response to the week that we've had. It kind of doesn't dismiss what happened last week, but you know, I think it definitely helps in everything that we've done. I think it shows that we had, you know, a point to prove. It showed that we wanted to play a certain way, we wanted to win a certain way, and it was an excellent performance and an excellent win for us.
You're surprised at just how emphatic it was. You hit the post, you hit the bar, you're 2 up at half-time, you come out again and get the third so early as well.
No, I wasn't surprised with how we were playing, you know. I think how we were playing, we were excellent, and I think it just showed that on our day nobody can handle us, and we definitely proved that today.
What do these scenes mean to you, to watch the squad and the fans?
Oh, everything. Look at this. I mean, it means everything. You look at our fans that have turned out week in, week out. They mean so much to us, and it means so much to the players as well.
I'll let you run on that podium there. Thanks very much.
Brilliant stuff there, yeah. Joe Potter, not surprised, she says, of how comfortable it was for her side. And I guess that shows an awful lot about the confidence and the belief that she had with her players.
Yeah, I think it was typical of Rangers. We haven't always seen that performance from them this season. But certainly when you look at the quality that they've got throughout their squad, then they're capable of producing that type of performance, and things fell into place for them this afternoon. I think it could have been more. They had a lot more opportunities, but certainly it was comfortable enough.
Plenty of celebratory scenes down there. I think they're trying to copy your dance moves. Look at that. It's a disgrace. I mean, you've lifted trophies in your career. What's that feeling like? What will these players be feeling right now?
Honestly, for me it was about relief. It was relief of all the tough moments that you've gone through in the season, that everything was worth it. And I think given the week that they've had, I think it will be relief and just sheer pride of their whole dressing room to pull together in a really tough moment and manage to bring out a performance like that.
Let's hear from a couple of players who were really key to that. Katie Wilkinson and of course Jane Ross, who is about to hang up the boots, are there with Martin Dowden.
Jane, if I can come to you first, I saw the emotion in your face there on the screen as you lifted the trophy. How does it feel right now to have won the trophy, given what's about to happen?
Yeah, amazing. I mean, finishing on a high is what I could have asked for. So yeah, to obviously lift a trophy with this group of players, I'm ecstatic today. Katie,
you're used to scoring lots of goals. Today you were involved in all three. How does it feel to have contributed in that manner?
Yeah, I think, you know, the aim for us was to win the game. I love scoring goals, I love assisting them, I love contributing, and we was able to do that today. We put 3 past them, probably could have been a little bit more, but the aim was to win the game, leave Jane on a high, and we did that.
I'm going to let you get back over there. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, she didn't quite get the dream finished this year, Jane Ross, but she got some minutes on the park. She's got the winner's medal round her neck, and she's going out on a real high.
Yeah, she is. She almost had an assist as well, so she had an awful lot to offer when she came on. I think it's heartwarming when you see her going up to lift the trophy, and She's just a player who you can't help but love. She's just a hard worker. She deserves absolutely everything that she's getting, and the applaudits here. She'll be cherishing these last few moments because she'll know it'll be her last.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose that's maybe the hard thing, isn't it, Erin? You want to kind of soak this up, don't you?
Honestly, if you could bottle it up forever and then just take it out and use it whenever you need to, like that qualification for the World Cup that we had, I'd just love to remember moments like that. So I'm sure Jane will be soaking it all up, and she'll just reflect. Maybe during the summer holidays she'll sit down and she'll reflect, but I think tonight's all about enjoying with her teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there will be plenty of celebrations going there, and Jo Potter there getting her hands on the Scottish Cup, giving it a little kiss there as well. A lot of the fans have stayed behind as well, as you can imagine, and they are just lapping this up. They're absolutely loving it. And Jo Potter, yeah, another kiss for that cup there. Thank you very much indeed, guys, for your time and your insight, to Julie Fleeting and to Erin Cuthbert. All the best of luck with the Scotland duties as well for you, Erin. Thanks for joining us, though. So Rangers do the cup double. The cup holders retain the cup. Congratulations to them. I'm sure they're going to enjoy their night. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. How does it feel to clinch this Scottish Cup here?
It feels good to finish the season with a trophy, so it definitely feels good. The sun came out, nice to be able to celebrate with our fans and family and friends that are over as well. So a good end of the season.
Winning is always good, but the way you won today seemed to really put a bit of a cherry on it.
Yeah, I know Joe said afterwards that we maybe should try and play cup finals every week, because the cup final earlier in March against Hibs was really good as well, won 5-0. So I don't know if it's the big pitch, the grass. Fair play to the groundsman, by the way, the ground staff, because there was a game on here yesterday and it was in perfect condition. So that really helps us if we play well. We played on big pitches before at Ibrox and we haven't delivered. So it's not always that we play automatically well on a big pitch, but in these cup finals, yeah, we seem to find another gear.
Everyone wondered how you would respond, obviously, after the disappointment last weekend. You came out here and you just seemed to be absolutely full of determination to put that right.
Yeah, in training this week we try to focus on trying to bring it down to the basics, try to play football again. Maybe we came away from it a little bit too much in the last weeks. We wanted to be a bit more direct. But I think Rangers should be a club that wants to have the ball on the floor as well, trying to find through balls, people wanting the ball, and I think you saw that much more today, which was good to see.
It would be easy to forget that Glasgow City are a good team. That shows just how well you performed here.
Absolutely, they're a brilliant team. So we made it difficult for them. I think it started at the press, with the press up the front. They couldn't really find the passes they usually are able to find. And I think we, at the back line, kept it pretty solid. So yeah, game plan well executed. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to do that last week against Hibs, which we could have won us the league. But at least we finished the season with 2 cups, so 2 trophies added.
Well done. I'll let you go and celebrate.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Kathy, take us through what these scenes mean to you.
Yeah, this is what this football club's about. It's about winning trophies. I think going into the game, there was still disappointing from last week, but you're in a cup final and you need to make sure you go and win it, and it's worth it for these moments, all the hard work throughout the season. The girls deserve it, and yeah, just delighted to get our hands on it.
You must be equally delighted at just how dominant you were today.
Yeah, and that's what I was just saying to Joe there. We obviously dominated the other trophy, the final as well, and I think for us as a group, we're showing we can handle the pressure in these big finals. It's now trying to get the consistency in the league, and that's something we'll look at next year. But we'll enjoy tonight. We've won 2 trophies this season, so we've got to give ourselves a bit of credit for that.
For all that you'll be happy with this outcome, I can sense still a little bit of disappointment about what happened last weekend there. How much is that going to drive you ahead of next season?
Yeah, I think that's only natural. I think because we managed to stay in it for so long, and it's it's my 3rd season here, and it's been 3 last days, so it gets a bit boring turning up on last days and it not going our way. But we need to look at our work throughout the season. It went down to last week, but I think it was throughout the season we let ourselves down. So as I said, we've turned up today, and we've managed to step up when it matters. So hopefully over the summer we can go away, reflect, and find the way next year.
Can I just ask finally on Jane Ross? Obviously she bows out now, got on today, didn't quite get the goal she'd have been dreaming of, but I mean her contribution has been excellent, hasn't it?
Incredible. Honestly, there's not words that you can use to sum up Jane's career. She's played for massive clubs, she's finished at the clubs she supports, and it would have been nice for her to get a goal today, but I'm glad Nick and her lifted the trophy together, because as a leader in the team she's had such an impact. She's always able to help the younger ones, but also the older, more experienced ones, and she will be a big miss in the changing room, but I'm sure she'll enjoy her retirement. It's well deserved.
Congratulations, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sorry.
Can I have one of these? Oh, the academy graduates.
Can you tell this way as well?
3, 2, 1, turn round! Turn! So did I, by the way. So did we, by the way.